All right. So I decided I am going to go for CAT11, which is basically finishing the whole CAT series in PilotEdge. Just done the CAT10 last night. That was fun. And I just looked at the CAT11 and I was like, wait a minute, this is actually seems much easier than CAT10. We'll see, of course. Let me see. So before anything, let me go for display capture. And we're gonna go to we're gonna go for the CAT11, actually the description and everything, and let's see what it's all about. So apparently all I have to do is conduct a flight from Los Angeles International Airport to San Diego Lindbergh Airport, KCAN, from KLAX to KCAN. Now, I've done this a few times already. It's really not a big deal. Obviously, the reason that it's difficult, or it's supposed to be difficult, is because this is a Class B and this is a Class B. Both of them are Class B airports. Now, it says learn radio communications when operating at Class B airports. Okay, so that's basically the main goal here. Review basic VFR navigation skills. Technically speaking, what I would do and I would plan to do is pretty much coming by the coast. My concern are twofold. Actually, it's one. This C-class. Do I have to worry about the C-class airport? Or since the C-class is lower than the B-class, it's all fine? That's the only question. If necessary, obviously I can avoid it. I could just simply go and make sure I fly like this. But I think that since the B class, I have to have a flight following, I think it should be all okay. Now, the other thing is there is a restricted area here, which obviously we will have to avoid. That is fine. We're not going to get in there. Other than that, it seems to be all fine. You know? So successfully complete the rating, you must accomplish the following tasks. Fly from KLAX to KSAN. Inform ATC initial contact at KLAX that you're performing CAT11 rating. That should be easy. Request flight following for the flight. You can make the request on ground after departure. I'm going to do it on ground. I think it's easier. And I think it's, since that's what I want to do, I mean, it's more common. Having said that, in the future, we'll see. Meet the CAT rating political stack standards and yell woohoo, woohoo when you receive your passing rate. Then celebrate with a double gin and tonic. Extra credits provided if the celebrating start prior to the first leg. Now, I don't see how can you do prior to first leg. And by the way, what do you mean by first leg? It's basically one little flight. So, airspace review. Class B airspace. Undoubtedly, you're aware of this by now, but Class B airspace is the most restrictive airspace that VFR aircraft has access to and is located around the busiest airports in the country. Aircraft operating in Class B airspace must obtain an ATC clearance prior to entering the airspace. Additionally, all aircraft operating in Class B airspace or within 30 miles must have and use a Mode C transponder. So, Mode C transponder, not a problem, and we need an ATC clearance. So, really not a big deal. Communications review. Departing. Departing a Class B airport follows the general flow of departing Class C, exactly. First, you will contact clearance delivery in order to obtain a Class Bravo clearance and departure instructions. You will want to clearance delivery your aircraft type, cruise altitude, destination, and ATIS code. That's pretty normal. If you don't have a specific destination, you can provide the general direction of departure. Additionally, if you desire flight following, once clear of the Clear B airspace, you should advise clearly delivery in your initial code. Now, this is actually kind of like again against what it said, because it said that you can pick it up later. I mean, you can do it, but probably if you're already doing some clearance and everything, I think it's easier to pick it up at that time, right? Clearance delivery will provide initial departure instructions, departure frequency, and the transponder code. Again, this is the same as Class C, right? When ready to taxi, call ground and provide your location at the airport. Ground will provide nothing new. After departing, you should expect tower to instruct you to contact departure, as always. At this time, you should tune in the frequency that clearance delivery provided in your initial departure instructions. The frequency you dutifully wrote down, right? And check in with them. Yes, I always write it down. Because I got some donation aware pen and paper. I got 2 separate donations for them. Anyway, arriving at a Class B airport. Okay, arriving at a Class B airport is simply the reverse of departing. Around 40 miles from the airport, prior to entering Class B airspace, contact approach control on the frequency listed on your VFR chart. Question. I believe that we're gonna be just simply. I won't contact them myself. In this case, since we are flight following, we're gonna be just transferring to them. But if I wanted to I guess that if I wanted to just fly from somewhere else and suddenly say, you know what, we're gonna get to Class B airport, that's what I would have to do. Initial contact, you should provide call sign, location, altitude, request, and the ATIS code. Approach control will provide the transport and code, and once radar identify the clearance to operate in the Class B airspace. Now, we already gonna have a transponder code. I don't think it's gonna change. So all we have to do is pretty much I'm not even sure I have to tell him the ATIS. Not sure. Make sure you get a clearance prior to entering the airspace. Now that's again interesting. Is he gonna turn? Probably he's gonna turn something I don't enter before you get it. I don't know. Approach control will advise you to contact tower at the appropriate time. Okay. Aircraft that are receiving flight following will automatically be provided Class B services once they enter Class B airspace. No specific action is required by the pilot to initiate these services. Once again, make sure you are given a Class B clearance prior to entering the airspace. Okay, so simple. Maintain VFR at or below 3000 departure block. Okay. So, but it says that I actually have to departure fly runway heading. I cannot actually change it. So note your departure instructions will be quite different if you haven't requested flight following. They will instead advise you to make a left turn at the shoreline without a departure frequency, after which tower will drop you like a potato and fuego. That's funny. Hey, Swallow. Alright, so cleared out of the river airspace, departure flight running. Okay, right. Los Angeles South, okay, ready to taxi. Runway 25, not a problem. Ready for departure, then Los Angeles Tower, Cessna 123AB. Holding short, okay, that's normal, normal, normal. And normal, data return on navigation appropriate VFR altitude. Okay. This is important. Last time, I did, what was it? Cat, I think it was 8. I'm not sure. When I got out, they told me this is the same thing that runway heading. Shit, my hands are shaking. That's bad. Like I'm doing something and it's like shaking from like this point here. Anyway, so I did it that I came with runway heading and it told me that okay, you can basically altitude restrictions are gone. You can climb and whatever you want. And what I didn't do is I didn't realize that they didn't tell me anything about the navigation part. So I just turned back to the place where I wanted to go, and the guy and they said, "Did I tell you to, you know, fly somewhere else?" And I said, "No. I just assumed that you told me that you're on your own." He says, "No, I just told you that the altitude restrictions are off. So I have to make sure that I receive this thing, resume on navigation. I want to hear that, or I mean anything to that effect. Otherwise, I have to wait. I just have to fly the way they can." And then when I'm doing it myself, they're gonna tell me clear of class Bravo airspace, contact SOCAL. We contact SOCAL. Everything is just normal. Cessna clear of class Bravo airspace, contact SOCAL. Okay, contact SOCAL. We can consider specific brand. What? Switch to 128. Begin considering the specific brand of gin for the post-flight drink. That's a funny one. SOCAL approach level 7,500. Okay, altimeter, whatever. As we are getting closer to San Diego, this would be a good time to get the ATIS. Nice. SOCAL approach, whatever, contact. Okay. SOCAL approach says level 7,500 whiskey or more accurately gin. The Cessna Sentinel Express runway 27, cleared into San Diego Bravo airspace, cleared into Bravo airspace, and then when 10 miles, contact Limber Tower, 10 miles north, full stop landing. How can we go 10 miles north? I wouldn't be going that way. Enter right downwind, runway 27, report midfield. Okay, this is all normal. Clear to land. Yeah, I mean, it's very simple actually. I'm going to do it directly. There is one concern I have. And for that one concern, I'm actually going to do something. Hold it. Sorry. Oh no, Marcus is not on. That's not good. I really hope that Marcus was on. Okay, I might ask the PilotEdge guys before I actually take the flight. All right? There is one question I have, which is, as I fly, okay, let's actually put it there, KLEX to KSAN, and obviously we don't fly any of these weird thingies here. Right. So, everything is okay other than this area here. Do I have to worry about it at all? I mean, technically speaking, if I get to this point, I'm still in Bravo airspace. If I get in here, it would be a Class C airspace. But do I have to worry about it? I think I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna ask the if that is the girl, that would be the easiest. I'm gonna ask the person who is at PilotEdge. But if they have the time to answer me, of course, because sometimes they are so busy. Other than that, we just simply follow this. I'm gonna make sure that I avoid this area here. I go a little bit outside. Other than that, we just follow this one. Simple. All right, so let's actually go and new flight. Customize. Let's try first with real weather, and then we'll see how it looks. Okay. We'll go for CAT11, and we should go to GA parking. Let's say GA parking 3. Fine. Actually, let's take a look at a sky vector. And what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to open up both of them. I mean, I flew both of them before quite a bit, so it's not a big deal. But obviously, the way I flew it before was just by myself. I didn't care about any kind of airspace or anything, so obviously it's different. So the place I want to go to is the south, transient south, I believe, is right here. Right? When I'm this thing here, GA parking, is basically here. It's called South Paths. Okay, it says the G and the H. Oh, it doesn't show that, but basically that's where we are. So it's somewhere like here. So there's a south. So I'm just gonna call it transient parking south, maybe. GA parking south. Now let's actually put down. Oh, I mean, I'm a little bit worried about its handshaking, to be honest, but whatever. Oh, like what happened to my pen? Okay, so we're gonna do CAT11 is gonna be KLAX to KSAN. All right. So we're gonna have first KLAX. We need an ATIS, we need an ATIS, a clearance, a ground, and a tower. We should actually have also a SOCOL, but that's okay. So let's see what we have here. ATIS is 133.8. Clearance, that would be nice if I could see something. 120.35. Ground West, north, and south. Now, I believe I will be in the south, so I believe that should be 121.75. We'll see. Tower. South, so it's 120.95. And then departure is going to be, we should actually be able to see it actually right here. So-called departure 125.2. Oh wait, departure to, we're not going to the west, right? I mean, we are going basically southeast, so it should be 125.2. And it's so-called. Okay, so we're gonna have that, and then basically we're gonna have first clearance. We're gonna say Los Angeles clearance, Caravan 1972. I think I have to say a Cessna Caravan. Request flight following to San Diego. Do I have to tell him like San Diego what? San Diego. I think I just say San Diego, right? Do I have to tell him like San Diego, whatever? There is like a more official name to it? I don't think so. San Diego with or information, whatever. Okay, that should be good. Then I should actually get some info here. There's going to be a squawk. There's going to be a departure. And might be some other information. 2, ground. We're going to say Los Angeles ground. Caravan 1972. At South Transient parking. Request taxi. Request taxi. Okay, that should be enough. And then tower, just the normal stuff. And then we're gonna basically get some information, get some instructions from the, probably from tower as well, and you know which way we have to go, whatever. And then it's gonna turn us over to SOCO and everything. So we have to go to KSAN. We have ATIS. One 34.8. we're gonna have we have ground, but we're gonna first do tower. But ground is 123.9. I'm gonna make it into brackets, so I'm not looking at that. Tower, it's called Lindbergh Tower. So I probably should call it Lindbergh. Or CAT11. Okay. Lindbergh Tower is 118.3. And that's pretty much it. Now, the only thing I believe I have to pay attention to is that I must not enter the B airspace before I actually hear that I got. When he said if I already navigate by myself, I probably can go around wherever I want as long as I'm not actually, hearing. Now I just want to make sure that it's 27 and 9, which means that the way it is, which is kind of interesting how it's laid out here. I kind of remember the other way around. General aviation parking is there. It's actually kind of weird. I was always, if it puts me to general aviation, it always puts me here, facing the C2. It never actually puts me here. It always puts me here. So I don't know which is real. X-plane11 would put me here. It actually shapes a little bit differently, a little bit more like here. Like this whole area is actually covered, and then he would actually tell me that he would actually put my airplane like right here facing this gate. So that's like, I could load it up there and you could see that that's how it always does. All right, so the two questions I have about it is one, if I'm already with them on radio communication, do I have to worry about the C-class airspace? In other words, do I have to make sure that I avoid it? Or I can just simply fly through it. The second question is, what was the second question? Yeah, the second question is, shut my eyes up. No, I don't think I have any problem. All right, okay, let's just do it. Okay. So let's get into the airplane. Actually, I'm gonna go for game capture. I mean, to be honest, the reason maybe that my hand is shaking is like this place that I'm using could be. I mean, you couldn't make it less ergonomical even if you wanted it. I mean, if you tried your best, you wouldn't be able to make it less ergonomical. Like, it's a tragedy itself, the way how it is right now. But whatever. All right, so let's do it. Game capture is already on, so we can actually go and get into our tiny little airplane, which is a caravan. Now let's see, customers low visibility, fuck me. I'm actually gonna go and do a clear weather, and I'm gonna actually advise how did I just put my pen? I swear to God, I just had my pen. So, oh, here we go. So I'm gonna actually advise for CAT11 purposes using clear weather in X-plane 11. Okay, because it has to be a fully VFR flight and I don't want to screw up. Now, we are going this direction. I always forget which way do I have. I think it has to be an odd number. So I'm going to fly actually at like 3,500. KPSP is always going to be giving me a problem because I didn't download the flags. So the scenery in KPSP, which is Palm Spring, is actually perfect, but it's not going to show correct flags, which I couldn't care less about. So whatever. All right. So okay. I said I understood. Just move on. Thank you. Now the KLAX airport is a beautiful. I've got myself a beautiful. What is it? A custom airport. So it looks gorgeous. You're gonna see it in a second. Excuse me. Now, what I'm always doing is that in order to avoid my battery running out, I always actually start running the engine so that I can turn on all my navigation and then I can program the whatever I need to do. Like this time, I really don't even need to program, for example, the GPS because I flew this one a lot of times and it's very simple. So it's really not a big issue, not a big thing. There you go. Wait a minute, didn't I change the weather? There you go. Come on, frame rate, come on. Okay. Barely 20. That's not nice, man. I guess it's because look at how beautiful it is. It is gorgeous. It is a beautiful custom airplane. Nice. Okay, so where are we? There you are. So we're gonna take either 25 left or what is it? 7 right. Either 7, probably 7 right, or probably 25 left, I would say, but I would actually guess that it should be 7 right. But I cannot see the wind right now. So that's fine. I don't think that they would want us to go all over to the other side. That would be kind of weird. doesn't really, it's not really necessary, I guess. And I think this is the correct place to stop. Now, what kind of airport signs do we have here? Hold on. Should take a look at that. Can we see the airport signs here? Alpha. Okay, this is Alpha. All right. Now, what we do is, before anything, we actually start up the airplane so that we can actually do the whole thing. So pre-flight check is parking brake is down. We have flaps up. Everything is off. Throttle is idle. Props are off. Hold up. This is why we have the checklist, because I didn't actually check if my okay. So props are maximum and fuel is cut off. Perfect. That means we can actually start off the airplane. Let's take a look at the weight balance and whatever. We have a lot of gas. That's perfectly fine. So let's actually start it up. Battery, fuel pump, ignition. PSI goes up, NG goes up. NG stabilizes, introducing fuel, low idle. Reduce the freaking engine noise like crazy. There you go. I think that much is gonna be just perfectly enough for us for engine noise. Alright, and we have suction. Everything is in the correct zone, so we're gonna actually get rid of the ignition. Now we are actually generating electricity, so we're gonna get rid of the fuel pump, backup power, aviation, and normal lights. Now, let's set up the two ATISs. I like to set them up here. So KLAX ATIS is 133.8. Let me double check if that's what this one says. Should be the same. $135.65. Now that's weird. Oh, this is not San Diego. Hold on. Los Angeles. Oh, departure is 135.65. Okay. No. So departure is 135.65. Now that makes sense. Hey, Megamas, how are you doing, my friend? I am going to do my CAT11 right now, which is the last CAT in the whole thing. So hopefully that will conclude all my VFR endeavors. For 135.65. I did CAT10 last night. That was fun. 135.65, and the other one, KSAN, is 134.80, I believe. But let me actually also double check on that. I don't think I can see it here though. It's too far for that. I'm not sure. Hold on. No, it's right here. It's very close actually. So less than 100 miles away. So ATS 134.80. Okay, that at least that's without a doubt. Okay. So 134.80. So I'm gonna set that here at 134 and 80. Right there. Hey! Which 4 aircraft? You need 4 aircraft. Okay. But the Caravan is a must. You have to have the Caravan. Caravan. I'm not that sure, to be honest. I might not be the right person to ask, to be honest. Because what I normally do is the Caravan, there are a couple of them that are very quick but take only a few customers. For example, the Shrike, the Arrow, what is the name of it? Aero Commander, whatever, 500. That is pretty good. I have that as well. That's pretty good, and I'm told, you know, that's a very quick airplane, so you can do like very quick runs, but only like 5 customers or something. I'm not sure. I don't know. I think I think you should have one of those. What was it? If you want to haul some cargo and everything, you really should talk to Wolflight. You know, my friend, who is in my group, because what was you using the flight plane with? B9000? I wasn't using any big ones. The biggest one I used was the DC-3. I fly that sometimes, but that's it's hard to fill it up because you can put on like 20 some people. So for FS economy, honestly, I'm pretty much almost exclusively Caravan, but I know that there are people using some other airplanes, but to be honest, I'm not sure which is the good one. I think you should ask, I mean, maybe John Fly can help you with that, but like my friend Wolflight is really good in that. Maybe you should whisper to him, because he is really good at that. He's been doing it for forever, like 10 years. Basically, when it came out, he started working on it, so it's good. He is good at it. But other than that, honestly, I don't know. Clearance is 120.35, so 120.35. I'm really sorry. I would love to help you, but I don't want to pretend I know something I don't. So I don't want to give you some advice, and some people will tell you that this guy doesn't know shit. You know. All I know is that I love using the Caravan because that's really kind of like essential for this thing. Okay, so we have the clearance and the grounding there. That's enough. That's good, and I think that's pretty much all we need. Now, first I'm gonna put it to 2000. And at this moment we would be at standby. What else do we have here? I think we're good. I think we're all good. So, I'm using mostly the Caravan and FSD. Yeah, the costs are low compared to the low capacity. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, Svero, you know, it's like you can take 13 passengers and it only takes like 50 gallons of gas an hour. Like, if you take some, which was it? One of them has like, it takes like way, you know, like 6 passengers, 5 passengers, 6 passengers, or maybe only 5 passengers, and they take like almost 40. Hey, Peter, how you doing, my friend? I am going for my CAT11 right now. That's the plan. That's the plan here. So let's actually, as a matter of fact, let's not even delay that. Let's go into PilotEdge, connect it. PilotEdge is working now, right? Let's hope so. Connect. I also like the Aero Design 500. Yeah, the Shrike, yeah. That's what I said, Svero. The Shrike is actually absolutely great. I like that too. I agree with you. The Shrike is pretty good. Okay, actually, let's go and do a flight plan. Yep, I agree. Look at that. You know, this is what I always say. I love to see my chat because it's all
569 Romeo Alpha. At the transient parking, north departure for the mini route, ready to taxi with information, Papa.
F569 Romeo Alpha Torrance ground, good morning. Runway 29 right, taxi via hotel. I'm sorry, Alpha Juliet.
Alpha Juliet, exactly. What are you talking about, Edward? I'm gonna go direct.
Torrance ground, this is Cessna 69 Romeo Alpha. Can you say again, please?
Oh, he already told you very clearly, huh?
November 569 Romeo Alpha Torrance ground, good morning. Runway 29 right, taxi via Alpha Juliet.
Okay, now, what am I gonna
29 right, taxi via Alpha Juliet.
That's right.
69 Romeo Alpha.
That's right. So we're gonna go for odd, which means that I'm gonna...
And that's for the CAT10, 69 Romeo Alpha.
69 Romeo Alpha, Roger, have your request for the CAT10.
I'm gonna have 3,500 should be fine, which I'm actually... I'm not gonna put it in there yet. What about the Twin Otter? Oh, Pilatus PC-12. I love it. I love it. But yeah, it uses a lot of gas. Yeah, but you know, the Pilatus... Actually, I got the Pilatus 12 because I'm making... look at that. Guys, I think... I'm going back to display capture for a second. Look at that. I'm actually... Look at that. I'm a little bit... This is what I'm doing in America. Look at that. I got this whole place already on ortho. I'm building this ortho, and then I'm going to build this ortho, and then hopefully this ortho. I try to build a whole continental USA with ortho. But for Australia, I've got pretty much done already with a couple of... There are like 1, 2, 3, 4 tires missing here. The west part, the east part. However, I'm running out of space, so I'm actually probably going to have to do something about that. But the Pilatus is actually flying mostly in the west side, so this part is mainly a King Air 200 territory. So that's what I'm going to do. Yes, I'm using Bing. Yeah. For America, actually, when I started to do America, I always used I started to use with the America, what is it? The USA 2. Originally, I started up with a very small area, like San Diego to basically not even to Bakersfield, like this, just a few tires, like 20 tires somewhere here, very small. And then I extended a little bit, and I was like, yeah, fuck it, just make the whole thing. Only some auto around Boston. Now, after arriving in the US yesterday, I've done some jobs with the KBOS. Yeah.
F569 Romeo Alpha, verify the current Torrance weather.
I haven't got Boston
69 Romeo Alpha has information, Papa.
69 Romeo Alpha, Roger, thank you for Papa.
Obviously, I haven't got Boston yet, but I will. I mean, as I said, I plan to have the whole thing. You see, it's like filling up. Anyway, I'm not sure why I'm wasting your time with this. I'm sorry. I'm just kind of like holding up here. So, we're going to fly at 3,500. Half an hour should be okay. I'm going to put 40 minutes just to make sure. And we're going to fly VFR, obviously. So, pilot, perfect. Now, we already have the ATIS, so let's listen to it.
Los Angeles INTL
Victor,
information,
okay.
1500 Zulu weather. Wind calm, visibility more than 10. Sky clear, temperature 14, dew point -10. Altimeter 2992.
2992, I think we were at 2992, but that's... No, we are not.
Runway 07 left.
San Luis ground, Grumman Tiger 1516 Romeo on hotel. Taxi to the transient.
Okay, however...
Grumman 1516 Romeo, San Luis ground, good morning, taxi to transient via Alpha.
If I say match the over
Taxi transient Alpha for 1516 Romeo.
Let's see. Let's see what it's gonna say if I put... Wait a minute, that's actually clear, okay. That's weird.
Los Angeles INTL information Victor.
Alright, we got this. So it's
1500
Victor.
Zulu
Alright,
weather.
we don't need more. Alright, so do I
Air
actually,
569 and Romeo Alpha ground.
I don't even need this one. I'm just gonna put this
69
one.
Romeo Alpha, go ahead.
Hey, sir, I got you reported, Papa, but are you running your own weather or are you using real world weather?
Look at that. It's look at
I'm
that.
using real world weather, but the weather provided by the X-plane ACES.
Okay, I'm showing we got winds 1405, 4 miles visibility with mist, and ceiling overcast 900, altimeter 2988.
Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna go for clear weather.
2988,
Copy
69 Romeo Alpha.
Okay. I'm gonna actually tell him that myself.
Torrance ground, for the purposes of the CAT10, I've actually set my my weather to VFR.
69 and Romeo Alpha, roger that, thank you.
Okay, so I think we are ready. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually watch this one here. That's gonna be enough. I mean, I'm not gonna watch it, it's just gonna be there. And as we get out of here, when we get, where is it? Okay, about 100 miles away, 150, so it should be somewhere here already.
San
just
Luis
gonna-
ground, Grumman
we're
Tiger
just gonna follow
1516 Romeo, just confirming you guys received my CAT2
Okay,
request.
Okay, Svero, quick question. So when I'm,
Grumman 16 Romeo, roger, stand by
yeah.
1 second, I'll check on that.
you know what? Just shut up for a second. When I fly from the B class airport, and he's giving me all the clearance and everything, do I have to try to avoid a C class airspace, or since I'm already established with the two-way radio communication with them, basically I can just blast through it. If they want me to do anything, they're gonna come. I believe don't have to do anything, right? All I have to have is basically having the two-way radio communication with the C class, with the so-called, with the ATC, right? That's my understanding. Okay, answer me when you can. In the meantime, I'm actually gonna start this thing. So we have Victor. Let me double check that we have Victor. I don't wanna just.
Los Angeles INTL information Victor. 1500 Zulu weather. Wind calm, visibility more than...
Okay, then let me ask you this way. Okay, let me show you this because I'm kind of confused about this. Okay. If we go to here, Skyvector, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take off from.
Grumman 16 Romeo, I got you down for a pass for the CAT2, good job.
When I'm getting
Thank you.
out of
1516 Romeo, have a great day.
getting out of here, he's gonna basically follow me all the way. Do I have to worry about this? What is this? The John Wayne C class airport. I mean, I'm gonna see my own. I'm gonna see my. I'm gonna see my GPS, but I mean, obviously, I won't fly into this area. That's a given. But the rest is basically, I'm not sure. If you enter this area, then you need a two-way from ATC for this area. Right. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna double check with this guy because PilotEdge, I trust you and I believe you. That's right. I just want to see how they do it because I don't want to end up messing up. Because I'm not gonna do a practice run on this one. I want to do it directly. But I have one question for that. Los Angeles clearance, Caravan 1972, prior to asking for clearance, I have a question.
Caravan 172, Los Angeles clearance, go ahead.
I am going to do the CAT11, and I'm planning to fly by the coast, VFR, Do I have to, since I'm going to have the B class, I'm going to ask for clearance and everything and flight following, do I have to separately ask for a clearance to transit the C class airspace of John Wayne, Caravan 1972?
Caravan 1972, you get your clearance you're on flight following. That would be allowing you in that Charlie airspace.
Okay, so there is nothing else I need to do then. Thank you very much, Caravan 1972.
No, there wouldn't be a separate clearance for that.
Okay, so we're done. Okay, so as you can see, well, it does, because the CAT11, it shows like a straight line, but it's a VFR flight. So what I want to do is I want to follow the coastline. The only thing I must do is I must avoid the very close coast, because there is an area where there is like a restricted airspace. Other than that, it's fine. Oh yeah, if it was the, yeah. You cannot get into another Class B, that's for sure, but Class C apparently is fine. Yeah. Okay, so actually let's do it. 120, clearance is 120.35. Let's double check if it's Victor.
Los Angeles.
Yes. Okay. Los Angeles clearance, Caravan 1972, Cessna Caravan. Request flight following to San Diego Lindbergh. Information Victor for CAT11. And for the information, I'm using X-plane11 clear weather because it gives me low overcast. Caravan 1972.
Caravan 1972, Los Angeles clearance. Good morning. Cleared out of the Los Angeles class. Cleared out of Los Angeles Bravo airspace. On departure, fly heading 255. Maintain VFR at or below 3,000 until advised. Departure frequency 125.2. Squawk 5007.
Cleared for departure on Class B airspace. Maintain heading 255 at or below 3,000. Departure frequency 125.2 and squawk 5007. Caravan 1972.
Caravan 1972, be back correct. Have a good flight.
Caravan 1972, and I mentioned it's for CAT11, right? Caravan.
Hey, affirmative. I do have your request for the CAT11. Just want to confirm, as long as you're on flight following, that gives you clearance into really any class airspace. But if you are not flight following, then you would have to get a separate clearance into that class Charlie airspace. Just wanted to make that clear.
Thank you very much. It's clear. Caravan 1972. Okay, so all right. So we actually gonna go, and now we're gonna go for. So we actually have to go at 3,000 or lower. So I'm gonna actually put it down to let's go for 2,900 just to be sure. And I'm gonna put it up to like 800. And I'm gonna actually put this to 255. 255. That's the direction. No, I believe that's pretty much a runway heading. He hasn't told me the runway yet, but we have a 25 runway, so it's gonna be a 255. Now, one quick 1 minute, guys. I need to do a quick bathroom break before I do this flight. I don't want to have to do it while I'm flying, so give me a quick second, guys. I'm sorry about that. I'll be back in just 1 second. Alright guys, so hey gas chamber of stick pits. Oh, it's such a long name. Thank you very much for coming back. Let's actually get ready guys, get rid of the VRIDEX sign, and we're ready to take off. Everything is ready, so let's go and call. Let me get back my pen and a notebook. So let's call 125.2, we have to remember that, and 5007, and let's put it actually to there. Okay, and let's go and call one clearance we can get rid of. So 121.75 is the ground, and 120.95 is the tower. So let's actually put that in 95. There we go. Let's call the ground, and we are at the south transient parking. So Los Angeles ground, Caravan 1972 at south transient parking. Request taxi.
Kevin 172 Los Angeles ground. Good morning. Runway 25 left taxi via Alpha Foxtrot.
Runway 25 left taxi via Alpha Foxtrot. Caravan 1972. 25 left and Alpha Foxtrot. Okay. 25 left Alpha Foxtrot. Let me just double check on my chart here. We are here, Alpha and Foxtrot should be right there. So we have to turn right here. Perfect. Let's taxi guys. We are ready. Oh, well, how should I call you, man? Because I somehow have to call you. I cannot just say, hey, you. All right, so we are ready to take off. Everything is ready. We have the basic lights. We have low idle, no flaps. Let's just go. And this is for CAT11, guys. It is. Let me put it this way. It's basically you have like steps. You know, if you do it step by step, it's really not a big deal. But if you're trying to do it like without any, you know, just want to try it from day one just perfectly, you're not gonna do it. All right. So it's not complicated if you do it. It's like, you know, it's like driving a car. Is it very complicated? Yes. For some people, for a lifetime. However, when you know how to drive a car, you basically just drive it without even thinking, right? Holy shit.
Hey, good morning, Grand American 998. It's clearing for gate 25.
Alright, so let's just get a little
American
juice.
998, Limber ground. Good morning, Texas ramp.
It's actually really funny.
Via
you know,
Bravo, have a good weekend, American 998.
It's really funny actually, guys, that CAT10 is way more difficult than this one apparently. So it's almost like they have a CAT11 just to like make you relax at the end, that make you feel that hey, it's not difficult. Although it kind of combines what you have to do, so it is very simple, but at the same time it's like, you know. Let me double check this 29992, that's right. I'm actually gonna go to the other one already. Oh well, we'll see. It might come up. Let's see where we are though. Shitting me, hold on. Wanna make sure that I'm going
Limber
to...
clearance, Caravan 2 Romeo Alpha with information Victor, I forward to thermal.
Hold on. Are we already over that place? Hold on. What the
Sorry,
fuck?
2 Romeo Alpha Limber clearance. Have your
No,
standby
we're
clearance
good.
on request.
No, we are still good. No, we're good. Okay, where is it? gonna make sure that we are not overdoing it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I cannot imagine that they would, you would have to fly like this, like, like that realistically, but like in GTA 5 they have flying, you can fly an airplane, you can even fly a helicopter in GTA 5, so flying itself is not a big deal, it's just how realistic and how complicated you want to make it, That's the only question. Okay, actually, you know what? It's been fun to go through the CATs, because at the end of the day, it's really not that complicated, But at the same time, it is like a lot of different things that you have to know. Hold on, is that what I think it is? I think it's here. Where do I have to stop here? Do I have to stop right here, or can I go actually inside over there? Not sure. I think that's the one that I have to stop.
Camarillo ground, Skyhawk, 6301 Echo. With you, east end by Golf 3, request taxi to the active for pattern work, negative weather.
Okay, I'm gonna go there because I think it's right here.
Aircraft calling for taxi, stay call sign only.
6301 Echo.
I think this is here. Alright, so I'm gonna actually just simply go for a parking, and I'm gonna go for the tower is 120.95, so we're gonna turn to that. And I'm gonna go already. He said that the departure is 125.2, which was actually what I found myself. So it's correct, 125.
Number 7, correction number 572 Alpha Uniform, circle approach, Ontario, altimeter 2988, descend and maintain 6,000.
Oh, this is her again. Nice, I love her. Cool, I love her. Okay, so let's see. I don't think that we need anything else here. That's pretty simple here. So I'm just gonna say 25 left, right?
Okay, someone was with Hawthorne Tower, I forgot your call sign, but you're looking for the mini route. Are you still with me? Southwest 417, reduce speed to 190 knots.
Okay, can I speak now? Okay. Los Angeles Tower, Caravan 1972, holding short at runway 25 left.
Caravan 1972, Los Angeles Tower, wind 170 at 4.25 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear to take off, Caravan 1972. Okay, so we already got that we have to stay under 2,900, which we already did here. We put 2,900, should be fine. And also our heading has to be 255, so we already set that. We have one flap down. We're gonna put our landing lights up. And we're gonna basically put our full fuel, and let's just go. We're clear to take off.
707 Charlie Papa, so Cal approach. I didn't say altitude.
Alright, we lined up. Let's just go. It's a beautiful scenery, but actually it seems that a little bit taxing for the computer. 50, 60, 70, 75, lift off, flaps up.
707 Charlie Papa.
Put that on.
Radar contact 10 miles southeast of Julian VOR and polar altimeter 2988, climb maintain 8,000.
Alright, 25. We basically go 25. 255.
Southwest 417, turn right turn, heading 180, join the runway 20 right localizer.
Okay, I'm gonna pull back the power a little bit already. We don't need that much power for that. Right there, 6.5, this one here, and the power should be alright. I'm gonna keep it like this. Alright, so we are going upwards and we are waiting for Sokol approach. I mean, he's gonna give me some. I already have the departure, Sokol departure, so all I have to. What's wrong? Oh, we just passed the midway, I think. That's fine.
You're 172, contact Sokol departure. Your radar contact.
Contact Sokol departure, Caravan 1972.
You're 72, uniform contact Palomar Tower, 124. What correction, 118.6.
Sokol departure, Caravan 1972 at 1,500, climbing to 2,900.
Caravan 172, Sokol departure. Cancel altitude restriction.
Cancel altitude restriction, Caravan 1972. But
8672 uniform.
here is the thing, she didn't tell me that I can turn. Okay, so I still go up to 3,500. But last time, this is where I failed. I was like, okay, cancel the altitude restriction, and I just started to turn, and it was like, did I tell you you can turn? I was like, no. And I failed. So
calling Santa Barbara ground, you're actually with Santa Barbara Tower. You're 555.
so yeah, now I'm smarter.
Southwest 417, you're 6.5 miles from Snake. Maintain 3,000 till established localizer cleared ILS for to right approach.
We're gonna just basically turn back right there. We're gonna follow the coastline when we get there.
You're 572 Alpha Uniform. You said you were looking for the visual route 26, right?
We're basically gonna go there and just follow the coastline pretty much.
Caravan 2 Alpha Uniform, center maintain 4,000 and the airport is off your 1 o'clock and 1.5 miles reporting site. Caravan 2 Alpha Uniform, clear bridge approach from a 26 right, established 5 mile, final contact tower 118.5.
Maybe he's gonna actually wait until I get out of this line altogether. Possible. I'm not sure. I should have.
Caravan 172, turn left heading 160.
Turn left heading 160, Caravan 1972. There you go. So actually it's gonna tell me which way to turn. Very kind. Very, very kind indeed. I'm gonna actually turn off my I'm gonna turn off my landing lights because obviously we are already on the ground in the air and pretty much actually what is it? Basically cruising, so that's good. So how have you been, Peter? I haven't seen you for a couple of days. Great work, Peter. I should pull back the power just a little bit. I want to stay at 140. Actually, 140 real is a little bit too slow. It's like, look at that. Actually,
417, contact John Winter.
140 actually would be here, like mildly above 120. So I'm not even sure I want to do that. I'm gonna put actually a KSAN just because I can. But I'm not gonna actually look at it. I mean, I'm not gonna use it, but it's good to just have it on there. Just to see how far we are. Because it's gonna, this way, it's actually gonna tell me, like that, the distance, you know? which can be very useful when we are.
Southwest 417, John Wayne Tower, 11704, runway 20 right, clear land.
Okay, so now we are waiting for. I mean, she's basically telling me which way to go. I cannot
Clear
turn.
17, uniform contact, Tower 121.8. Have a great day.
And I'm waiting for her basically to probably hand me over to some other.
Sure.
So we are flying at 3,500. That's what I put into the whole thing. So apparently I don't have to worry about the sequence and everything because they are basically just telling me which way to go. So I really don't have to worry about that. That's a pretty clear answer to my question at the end of the day. Now apparently they're gonna probably let me go this way, or maybe he's gonna ask me to turn a little bit, but basically she's gonna take care of me until I'm here, and then they probably hand me over to another circle. Oh, nice, Peter. It's funny to see my face over there. Oh, by the way, Peter, I'm gonna probably tell you in this. I did some
Karen
change.
2 Romeo Alpha, Lumber Tower,
I did a little change over there.
2004, runway 27, clear for takeoff.
Just gonna wait until she tells me something. Until then, I have nothing to do. Really nothing to do. This is probably I think this cat is actually way simpler than the CAT11. So I don't know why it's. I mean, I don't want to keep saying that, and then I hope, and then I wait. You know, hey Emilio, how you doing? We are doing CAT11 right now, my friend. And I have to remember that at the end of the day, I have to say woohoo, otherwise I'm not gonna pass the test. According to the PilotEdge website. Waiting her to give me the magic words that resume VFR navigation, but so far she hasn't. We are still in Class B airspace, so we are just going wherever they tell us to go. I want to go there actually, so it's kind of like taking me away, but probably she just wants me to go through this point and then I can just go wherever I want to go. I guess that's the point. I just have to make sure that I'm not wandering back somehow to the same Class B airspace or something. It's probably almost impossible the way she's doing it. I don't think Cat is doing it. Actually, Sparrow, you are right. I mean, it looked very intimidating. Yeah, exactly.
Was there 7 Tango X-ray, John Wayne Tower? I say again?
You know, it was originally it looked very intimidating. No, the problem is that, you know, with you have to establish the routes and everything. You know, you have to kind of know some basic skills. Like, for example, if it's a VOR, how do you actually establish a VOR that you can
Caravan 572 Alpha Uniform, Chino Tower,
you can actually follow that and
26
things
right,
like that. So there are some basics that you have to know, but it looks very intimidating. But after I did a practice run,
Caravan 172, resume on navigation, leaving Los Angeles Bravo airspace.
resume on navigation, leaving Bravo airspace, Caravan 197.
Southwest 417, you go into terminals on Alpha.
Alright, now I'm gonna actually go to turn.
Southwest 417, negative. Exit left on Echo, contact ground 120.8, and they'll give you text.
Now, actually, I want to see something before I do something crazy here. Let me actually go for Sky Vector. Let me double check. Yeah, that's 80. That's even better.
Southwest 417 is 120.8.
So we can turn as much as we want because we are at a very low altitude. So we can actually go and go towards.
For 2 Romeo Alpha, correction, contact circuit departure.
We can actually go towards the coast easily, because this area you have to be above, under like 70 or something, or 60, I don't know. This one is 80, and we are flying at 3,500.
Los
So
Angeles Center, you're 555, stand by.
we are absolutely safe
November
here.
5, correction. Number 63001 Echo, Camarillo Tower.
So yeah, actually,
Push off approved, report
after
method each time when calm, runway 26 clear for takeoff.
after I did the 2 practice run, I was like, wait a minute, this is actually bloody simple. And you know, I went through it, and it wasn't difficult at all. Now this one, the 10
Number
is
1972, contact circle approach 128.1.
circle approach 128.1, Caravan 1972. So 128.
Caravan 2 Alpha Uniform, contact ground, 0.6, have a great day.
128.1.
Calling Los Angeles Center, go ahead.
Circle approach Caravan 1972 with you at 3,500. Okay, let's actually see the A. Oh, we are still far away. Hold on. I just want to make sure.
Refer to 18 Foxtrot, Santa Barbara Tower. Were you call ready? Refer to 18 Foxtrot, Roger, 7 when you're ready.
I just want to make sure that we are staying.
Caravan 2, Romeo Alpha, Soka departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 1000.
Oh shit! Hold on. Circle approach Caravan 1972 VU at 3,500. Shit. I called in the wrong frequency.
1972, circle approach, John 1 altimeter 2988.
Altimeter 2988 Caravan 197. 291212. There you go. There you go. Now, actually, we are kind of followed that. You see, this is the C airport, the C airspace I'm
Alright, was
talking
someone
about.
calling Los Angeles Center? Did I miss your call?
Actually, as a matter of fact, I could go anywhere here, because this area here is also 70. So there is no problem.
Caravan 2, Romeo Alpha, fly, correction, turn right heading 055, Vector Julian.
I'm basically gonna just follow the coastline. But just for good measure, I'm gonna actually stay off that C class class C airspace, just to, you know. All right, I think we're good, guys. We are flying nice and straight here, following the coastline. We have beautiful
6301 Echo, runway 26, clear for the option.
we have beautiful ortho scenery for the whole area, obviously. We're not gonna see too much of it because we're gonna follow the coast, but that's fine. The only reason I actually have KSA-NA in there is that when I look at here, I can see that it's basically 80 miles away. So we still have time, especially because I'm flying quite slow. Actually, I'm gonna... Well, I cannot speed up because my flight plan is... Okay, I'm gonna ask her. Caravan 1972, a quick question. In my flight plan, I filed true airspeed of 140. Is it okay to go quicker? Because right now I'm at 240 actually, I'm at the correct speed. Can she hear me? I don't think she can hear me. Can she hear me?
107 Tango X-ray Palm Springs Tower. You close traffic. One 07 Tango X-ray, roger.
Could she hear my question? I don't think so. Caravan 1972, may I ask a question, please? Is my radio working? That's my basic question. It's 128.1, that's where we are.
Runway 07 Tango X-ray squawk 6476, runway 31 left.
Yeah, I think that's the next I want to do exactly so.
Wind 106.
Caravan 1972, radio check please. What is going on?
2102 Whiskey Santa Barbara Tower, wind 2005, runway 25, clear for takeoff. Caravan 2 Romeo Alpha, when able, clear track Julian.
What the hell is going on, man? Can she
Caravan 2
hear?
Romeo Alpha, climb and maintain 90,000.
Sokol approach, Caravan 1972, radio check please.
No, 107 Cycle Approach, 555, go ahead. You probably got blocked by others calling in.
That's no problem. Quick question though. In my flight plan, I put true airspeed at 140. Am I allowed to deviate? Caravan 1972.
No, 1972, what you put in the flight plan should be true airspeed. You can go faster or slower, it's just if it is plus or minus 10 knots, you have to report it to ATC.
Plus or minus 10, I have to report to ATC Caravan 1972. Roger.
That's correct.
Okay, that's cool. It's cool. She's so, I like her. I really like her. No, I'm actually gonna intentionally go into that airspace. Actually, you know what? Let's take a look. That airspace actually under 35. As a matter of fact, I'm safe. So you know what? I'm actually gonna come down. No, I'm at 35. I'm exactly at 35. Should I come down to 34 just to make sure? I'm not sure. Okay, so I'm gonna go for Caravan 1972. I am going to speed up to true airspeed 150.
Caravan 1972, roger.
Alright. Because the 140 is just excruciatingly fucking slow. Let me see where is 150 just to make sure that I'm not fucking up. Yeah, there you go. We are at 145 right now. I'm aware that I'm getting into C class. Of course, I cannot go into the inner.
Mr. 2 Whiskey, your radar contact got a correction. Contact center power departure.
Obviously, we don't want to get into the core of it, even though probably I even could do that. Now, in the meantime, look at that, how beautiful that thing looks. Look at that. It looks freaking awesome.
Number 2102 Whiskey power departure, radar contact, common maintain.
What do you guys think? It looks awesome, isn't it? Doesn't it? Wow. Good fucking jazz. Okay. Yeah.
Kevin 7 take X-ray, your radar contact, connect circuit departure.
I just want to make sure I'm not gonna get into the core of it, even though probably I could. I still try to stay out of it. Hold on.
2102 Whiskey.
Actually going way too quick actually already. I'm
Fly
going by
heading
160.
140 vector Quang.
Actually going to 160 now, so we have to slow down over there. It's not that easy to keep the airspeed here. But as I said, you know, the point is very simple. I'm just
107 take X-ray, so KL departure, Palm Springs altimeter 2977.
Oh, you know what? Let's avoid the core, even though it doesn't really matter. That's KSNA right there. Where is it? Where is it? A little bit inside, over there, that one. Right? Where is KSNA? Oh, KSNA, over there. That's the runway over there, look at that. That's the airport, right there. Okay. So, that's right. So now we are actually having a... Why am I going up? Hold on. Don't go up, you idiot. Okay. My autopilot is screwing with me. I don't know why. Now, let me see if there is a... I think that's that... I think that's the airspace that I have to avoid. I have to make sure that I'm not getting into that thing over there, I think. Yeah, that's the one. So I'm gonna basically make sure I'm steering clear of it. There you go, we are good now. Let's go this direction.
02 Whiskey, turn left heading 080 vector Cameo report. Correction, Cameo VOR.
So guys, what do you guys think? Hope it's not a really boring thing for you guys, but I actually love this plane, love this flight, because this is gonna actually conclude our...
Captain 7 Taker X-ray bad, I already given it to you. Palm Springs altimeter 2977.
Now, how far are we? Hold on. $927. Give me a lot of information. I didn't even look at them so far. $60 miles. All right. I just have to make sure that we are outside of this area, because this is a restricted area, which means that we can never go in there in any circumstances, basically. And I believe that basically there is no like there is no height that we can actually do it. In other words, like it's just out of question. You just cannot get in there. It's basically from 0 to the sky. So you gotta make sure that we are staying off of it. Maybe I'm actually gonna make it a little bit more obvious that I'm staying off of it. Hey, Paddy C1, how you doing, my friend? We are going from CAT11. It turns out that CAT11 is a bloody simple one, as far as I can see. So I decided I'm gonna go for it. Actually, now I can go a little bit quicker. 145. I said 150. It's slightly higher. How is it going, my friend? This is gonna be apparently my last CAT flight. I mean, my last CAT rating flight. If I don't fuck up. I mean, I hope I won't. I have everything ready. I have the correct intending. It's going. It's on point, right? Yes, everything is good. The other thing what we have to make sure is that it's gonna tell me that the Bravo airspace, I have the clearance. So I will have to be ready to make sure that the Bravo airspace, where does the Bravo airspace start? After this thing, not too far, there's gonna be a D, and then after the D circle. So the D is McAllen, McAllen. This one is okay. But it's not saying no. Thomas, I hit the. Yeah, Paddy C1. Let me see for a quick second. Let me see. I believe you are following me. Let me see. I'm not sure. Dashboard. Hey, I don't see your follow actually from yesterday. Maybe you followed me a long time ago. I don't see you following me, my friend, actually. So if you feel like hitting it, again, I appreciate it. You don't have to, but feel free to do so. Yeah, I think so. Now it says thank you for the follow, so apparently thank you for the follow, my friend. And now we have 498 followers. We need 2 more followers and we got there to 500, guys. Thank you so much, Paddy C1. But thank you so much, Paddy, basically. I think I'm gonna call you if you don't mind. So I think this is good. We are, making sure that we are not getting into the airspace because that would really fuck us up.
Sweeper 566, channel ground, clear to Lake Havasu Airport on departure flight 260. Air vectors Paradise and is filed. Maintain 4000, expect flight 21010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 135.4, squawk 3541.
Actually, the only thing what we have to make sure is we don't get in closer than that, but I think it's good if we get. Yeah, I'm just gonna call you Paddy if you don't mind. And very nice knowing you, my friend. Thank you so much for the follow. And by the way, Jeremy, thank you for
566, read back correct, expect runway 26 right.
I think I saw Jeremy coming in. If I did, if I'm wrong.
Cheer 7 Charlie Papa, Cadet Circle Bridge 128.1. TV reserve to Whiskey, contact Point View Bridge 124.7.
Yeah, hey there, Jeremy, how are you doing? I still don't see your
approach. Good afternoon.
Weird, I still don't see your thing.
Level 8000.
It's really weird.
For 102 Whiskey, public approach.
Oh, wait a minute. That's normal over there. Hold on.
And you look for visual or instrument for shock star?
No, I see your. Oh, wait. Yeah, I see your. I see my face on your. I see your icon. Can you see your badge, Jeremy?
TV02 Whiskey, Victor's the final.
Or Peter, Rage Wolf, can you see Jeremy's
Yeah, I
badge?
expect that.
Can you see Jeremy's badge? Or is it just Jeremy who cannot see? Or you also? I can see it. That's so weird, man.
Let's look out for King R7 Charlie Papa.
I apologize for that. I really do.
November 707 Charlie Papa Stokel approach, John Wayne altimeter 2988. Just gonna maintain 6,000.
Yep, so Peter can see.
Down to
So
6,000
Jeremy, it's
for
your
Central.
end because Peter, Rage Wolf can see your badge as well. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, I
contact Los Angeles Center with
have a game
2.6.
with sub, and Jeremy actually gave me a sub, and he has a special badge for that. However, it needs FFZ
There,
and
107
FFZ,
Tango X-ray contact Los Angeles Center.
FFZ and
1.6.
FFZ app, and for whatever reason it doesn't work for him. So I apologize for that.
Kevin 2 Romeo Alpha Los Angeles Center, Palomar altimeter 2988.
What the hell just happened with my KSAN?
Kevin 107 Tango X-ray Los Angeles Center. Still keep down Palm Springs altimeter 2977.
I mean, we are still way too far away, so that's okay. Yeah, okay, that's alright. Well, sorry guys, it might be a little bit boring flight because we have
Sky
to go.
572 Delta X-ray, John Wayne clearance, clear to Santa Monica report on departure flight 8220, red effector still reached and is filed.
Obviously, we could have flown this
2000,
way. Maybe it would have been more
6,000
fun.
minutes after departure. Departure frequency 128.1, squawk 2745.
INTL information whiskey. 1600 Zulu weather. Wind calm. Visibility more than.
Okay, so both of the 9 and 27 are all available. We don't know which one it's gonna be right now.
Sky 2 Delta X-ray, read back correct.
Now this is the B airspace, so we have to stay clear of that. Just have to be sure that we have to stay clear of that. If she doesn't give me that in time, I just have to, like, I don't know, maybe turn left here and just circle around or whatever. I'm gonna actually go a little bit closer here so I can maybe even one more. No, right now this is good. Okay. So right now I believe she's kind of testing me, making sure. I mean, we are still far away, so whatever. I mean, even here, I think it's. Let me get the sky vector. Even there is like have to be at under 68, which is like obvious that I am. It's really not a big deal. That's why probably she probably won't bother to give me a clearance for a while. But I have to watch out that that area is 68, that one is 48, but that one already is... I don't know what that is. That one is 18, and that is one that is 18, like, that definitely I don't want to get into this area here. This little one, you see, that comes up, because that's like an area of 18. I have to be...
Skycry 72 Delta X-ray, John Wayne ground, route 20 left to Kilo, text via Alpha Hotel Charlie Kilo. TVN02 Whiskey, climb maintain 4,000.
What I know is that if you're coming from
Caravan
this...
1972, contact Circle Approach 419.6.
Circle approach 119.6, Caravan 1972. So we go to 119er.
107, Tango X-ray traffic, 12 o'clock and 5.5 miles opposite direction, a Caravan level 9,000.
Circle approach, Caravan 1972, with you at 3,500. 35 miles from San Diego.
Caravan 2, Romeo Alpha traffic, 12 o'clock, 3 miles opposite direction, a Caravan, level 8,500, use VFR. Has you in sight. Or 172, Circle Approach, Palmer altimeter 2988.
Altimeter 2988, Caravan 197.
Approach request, I've might missed it. 0707 Charlie Pop, depart Dana, heading 350. Air vectors ILS 420 right approach after Dana to 718 5000.
So this is already B-class airport, which we obviously don't want to get into. Actually, this one we can still get into. We don't want to get into this area or this area. But technically speaking, I want to stay out of the hole if possible. At 3,500 I'm safe here, I'm safe all this area. This one I don't think I'm safe, and these areas are already kind of shitty. This one is 1800, so that's definitely bad. So let's see where we're going. I don't know why it lost the...
Scoop at 566, runway 26 right, taxi via Alpha Papa, cross runway 21 at Alpha.
They're still quite far away, but it's so different.
Caravan 2, runway Alpha, Alpha, cancellation received, radar services terminated, squawk 5 frequency change approved. I'll give you Palm Springs altimeter 2977.
San Diego INTL information whiskey. 60.
Okay, so we're gonna be at whiskey, but we don't know yet. Hey, Kevin, how you doing, my friend? I am doing, I don't know how much...
02 Whiskey, turn left, heading 340.
I don't know how much you know about aviation, but I'm flying with PilotEdge, which as you can hear, there are some real people doing some air traffic. And next 4 days off. So let me guess. It's gonna be a 70. What is it? Next 4 days. It's gonna be a 92 hours stream starting right now. Cool. We're gonna go to Japan. Nice. Cool. What I'm actually thinking about is maybe going all around that place. I don't know. I am heading towards the B airspace, but I'm not gonna... I'm at 3,500 here, it's safe, but I don't want to get too close to it.
TBM02 Whiskey, continue the left turn heading 230 to join the localizer vector to the localizer. Skyhawk 572 Delta X-ray, John Wayne Tower, wind 18704, runway 20 left Tequila Clip, takeoff.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do now, I think I'm gonna start circling a little bit. We don't enter, actually we don't enter here, because this area...
Kevin 7 Delta X-ray, you said your final destination is Lundberg?
this area here, you cannot see it, but it's
Caribbean 7 Tango X-ray.
168. So we should be
Just looking at your notes and notice there was a negative flight following. Do you want to cancel or maintain radar services?
I get to see you, Thomas. Oh, that's good. Well, I'm in Taiwan, so come to Taiwan, man. Heading to Taiwan, then Japan. Oh, yeah. Hey.
Roger. Caravan 7 Tango X-ray. Contact Circle Bridge 119.6.
When are you coming to Taiwan? You definitely have to meet up, man, my friend.
TBM 02 Whiskey. You are 2 miles from Kudak. Maintain 4,000 till established. Localizer Cloud Atlas runway 25 approach.
Okay, I'm actually gonna go slightly to this way. No, this way.
SoCal approach, Caravan 107 Tango X-ray with you at 85.
Caravan 107 Tango X-ray. SoCal approach. Palmer altimeter 2988.
88, 7 Tango X-ray.
And calling Los Angeles Center from City of Wavy Airport, Sagan, the call sign.
Well, that's all right. Which part of
Echo
Taiwan?
Uniform Squawk 4415 ident.
Okay, it looks like we are getting into the B, but actually we can get in here without any problem. Because this is 68, so it starts at...
You're 58 Echo Uniform, your radar contact. 5.5 miles southwest of Needles, VOR. Needles altimeter 2977. You said you're headed to Yucca Valley?
I'm pretty sure that I'm doing it correct.
Gotcha.
Caravan 1972, I believe I'm not entering the B airspace because here is it starts at 6800, correct?
Caravan 972, that is correct.
Okay.
Sky 2 Delta X-ray, contact circuit departure. TBM 02 Whiskey, contact Oxnard Tower.
So if I have to, I'm gonna basically make some turns here, that's all I'm doing. I'm gonna actually go back and slow down. Caravan 1972, I'm slowing down back to 140.
Sky 572 Delta X-ray, SoCal departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 6,000. Or 1972, say again?
Caravan 1972, I'm slowing down back to 140 to airspeed. Caravan 1972.
Or 1917, roger.
Gonna go through like this. Yeah, I mean...
TBM 2102 Whiskey, Oxnard Tower, wind calm, runway 25, clear to land. Sailing reported, overcast 700, and with a vertical visibility of 600.
Okay, I think I have to make a nice, strong turn here. I'm gonna make a nice turn here because she's not giving...
566 Chino Tower, wind 270 at 5, runway 26 right, clear for takeoff.
She's not giving me the clearance, so I'm basically turning around. I'm at 3500, which means that we are absolutely safe. I believe that's the tricky part of this here, just to make sure. They basically make sure that you don't get the clearance in time, so that you don't just, you don't get to just blow by and get there. That's my guess. And I think it's on purpose. But anyway, let's just make a little circle here. We are on VFR, so we do whatever we want, as long as we are doing it properly. So guys, you can actually enjoy the scenery. I hope that you can see that right there. We have some really beautiful scenery. Hold on. It's Ortho Z17 scenery, and it looks gorgeous. The only thing is, right now I have a bigger fish to fry than just look at the scenery. So you guys look at the scenery. I'm following my flight. Sorry, this flight is not much like outside or whatever. I'm trying to concentrate and make sure that I'm doing everything by the book.
For 572, Delta X-ray, turn right, heading 010, join Victor 8. Speedbird 566, contact circuit departure.
You basically just want to avoid everything outside of this triangle here. That's pretty much what I'm doing.
Speedbird 566, circuit departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 9,000.
Oh, great. I'm happy to hear that, my friend. But look at that. I mean, it looks beautiful even this way, right? It's just, you know, it's more beautiful like when you actually see it like this. But I really want to pay attention right now. So all I can do, guys, is basically just...
Speedbird 566, I have a slight amendment to your routing advisory to copy.
I just want to make sure that you guys, you know, I know, I mean, there is even this area here that's beautiful, but actually I can put it
Speedbird
here.
566, clear to the Capsi Airport via turn right, direct Pomona, direct Apples, direct Hector, direct Needles, direct.
Caravan 1972, request altitude change to 2000.
Speedbird 566, your readback was blocked. If you could go ahead and start a right turn for me, fly heading 040, enable clear direct to Pomona.
We're just basically fucking our time here.
Speedbird 566, readback correct.
Caravan 1972, I apologize for the block. I'd like to request altitude change to 2000.
Caravan 172, that's really not necessary to remain outside the Bravo if that's what you're looking for. Are you, you get looking for weather, descent for weather, or is it to the Bravo?
I'm waiting for a Bravo clearance, Caravan 1972.
Near 172, are you familiar with the V4 corridor?
Yes, I'm in this area. I can be under 6,800. However, if I get closer, I'm worried about violating. Caravan 1972.
Caravan 172, do you have the sectional on you or with you?
Positive, Caravan 1972.
Caravan 172, if you need to, you can go ahead and pause where you are. But take a look at the sectional. Look very closely at the shelf that you'll be entering after the shelf that you're currently under that starts at 6,800 to 10,000, and see if you can decipher where the VFR corridor is. It's basically a hallway in the Bravo airspace. For 566, climb and maintain 14,000.
Caravan 1972, I believe I know what you're talking about. Caravan 1972. So the
Speedbird 566, climb and maintain 14,000.
So the caravan, this corridor is basically...
TBM02 Whiskey, taxi
here.
back of you Foxtrot. Have a great rest of your day.
18, here it's 48.
Thank you.
Caravan 1972, basically until the stadium, I'm safe at this altitude. Correct? Caravan 1972.
Caravan 172, if you look at the Bravo airspace, you'll see there's two altitudes. One is basically the base, the floor of the hallway, and the other one is the ceiling of the hallway. And as long as you stay within those altitudes, but between those altitudes, you're basically in Class Echo airspace.
Yes, I understand that, Caravan 972. I couldn't find the number for this weird parallelogram that I'm heading into right now. So I wanted to make sure that I'm not getting into, because the one beside it is only 1800, which is too low for me. Caravan 972. But I found it and it's 4800, so it's good. Caravan 972.
Number 7274 Hotel, White McGrath, Papa 5. Number 107 take X-ray, contact Circle Bridge 124.35.
12435.
So this one is 48, and basically this is the only one that and this one is still 48. So we are all good actually, up until there. So actually he's right. I don't have to be so freaking careful about it.
Caravan 107, take X-ray, Circle the first number, altimeter 29901. Remain, let's see. Go to start your view for descent, clear to enter Los Angeles Bravo airspace, present heading, and maintain V4 at below 4,500.
Okay, I think I know where this is basically. The corridor she's talking about.
Number 7, take X-ray, affirmative.
So basically I can go all the way to this point here, which is like this, the bottom
Here,
of this.
7, Charlie Papa, send maintain 4,000, turn left heading 290.
Okay, you know what? That actually means that I'm gonna turn. I'm gonna go VFR and I'm gonna go for that. There's a corridor between 3000.
Scooper 566, contact Los Angeles Center 125.27.
Yes, basically I'm all good here, up until this one here. Apparently, this is the one. Oh shit! No. What is the next one? Actually, the next one is gonna be 123.9. 123.9.
Scooper 566, Los Angeles Center, climb and maintain flight level 210.
By the way, the Los Angeles airport is. The airport is.
King Air 7, Charlie Papa. You are 4 miles from Snake, turn left heading 220, maintain 3,000 to establish localizer code ILS, remember 20 at approach.
Okay, that's the runway, and basically this is the corridor here. This is what we have to stay out of, so we're good.
Caravan 972, Limburg Airport is off your around 11 o'clock and 9 miles, report in sight.
Airport inside, Caravan 197.
Caravan 1072, thank you. Contact Limburg Tower 18.3.
Limburg Tower 18.3, 108.3, Caravan 172.
Caravan 1972, negative 118.3.
118.3, Caravan 197. 118, that's interesting. 0.3.
Kira 7, Charlie Papa, continue heading 250. I'll get you intercept heading here in about a mile.
Lindbergh Tower, Caravan 1972, 7 miles north of the airport. Request landing full stop.
Caravan 107, take X-ray. If able, you can join the runway 27 localizer. Otherwise, proceed direct to Limburg Airport and expect straight in runway 27.
Did it tell me anything?
Caravan 1072, Lundberg Tower, altimeter 2991. Clear to enter San Diego Bravo airspace. And then join the right downwind runway 27, report midfield.
Right downwind, runway 27 and clear to airspace, altimeter 29901, Caravan 1972. Okay, so we are good. 29901, let's go quickly. 299.
Caravan 7 Tango X-ray, the altitude restriction was at or below 4,000.
Alright, so actually let's go actually, where is it? I'm gonna actually go
Caravan
full.
7 Tango X-ray, you're not on the approach. If you want to descend via, you can, but you're VFR, so you're not clear for any approach. It's just
Alright, and I'm gonna just simply go down. And I'm gonna...
Kier 7 Charlie Papa fly heading 210, join the localizer.
And it's gonna be a 199, it's gonna be
Caravan
a
7
09.
Tango X-ray, Limburg Airport, 12 o'clock, 10 miles, you have it in sight?
We're gonna take 27,
Caravan
right?
7 Tango X-ray, contact Limburg Tower 118.3.
Lindbergh Tower, this is 107 Tango X-ray with you at 45.
Caravan 107 Tango X-ray, Limburg Tower. Make sure to runway 27, continue. I do have traffic, also a caravan. He's entering the right downwind, runway 277 from the northwest. Advise you have it in sight.
Caravan in sight for 7 Tango X-ray.
Caravan 7 Tango X-ray, Roger. You'll probably, tell you what, you'll be number 1, runway 27, clear to land, wind 2303.
Number 1, clear to land, 7 Tango X-ray for runway 27.
Caravan 1972 entered the right downwind, runway 27. Speed is very fast, so I'm going to have an extended downwind.
Caravan 172, that's perfect. You have traffic about your 12:30, 1 o'clock, 9 miles on the final for runway 27. Also a caravan descending out of 4,000. He'll be number 1, report him in sight.
Caravan 1972 searching. Where the hell is it? He said that there is an airplane over there.
Caravan 172, you broke up, say again.
Caravan 197, searching for the traffic, Caravan 172.
Roger. Kier 707 Charlie Papa, contact Lundberg Tower, correction, contact John Wayne Tower, 126.8.
Alright, I think we're good. Can you guys see that?
Baron 8 Echo Uniform, Las Vegas, altimeter 2985.
I cannot see anything.
Sky 2 Delta X-ray, contact Circle Approach 135.4.
I cannot freaking see anything. Hold on, we have
John
to...
Tower, King Air 707 Charlie Papa, ILS 20 right.
King Air 707 Charlie Papa, John Wayne Tower, wind 2006, runway 20 right, clear to land.
Clear to land 20 right for 7 Charlie Papa, thank you.
He said that it's about 12 o'clock. At the caravan, I cannot see freaking anything.
Skycraft 72 Delta X-ray, Circle Approach, Ontario, altimeter 2988. Caravan 172, that traffic's now passed off your 1 to 2 o'clock, 3 miles on the final, sitting out of 3,000.
I'm searching, but I cannot see it, Caravan 172.
Caravan 172, Roger, just let me know when you get him in sight. Otherwise, I'll just give you your base turn. I'll call your base until you get the traffic in sight.
I understand. I'll search for Caravan 172. So where the hell is it? It's supposed to be up, basically the same direction as us.
Super 566, contact Los Angeles Center 134.65.
What the fuck? I cannot see anything, guys. Can you guys see? Hold on, actually, hold on. We are going.
And confirm 134.65.
should be above us. Can you guys see anything? I cannot.
Prepare 566 Los Angeles Center. Caravan 972, base turn at your discretion, runway 27, clear to land number 2, that traffic short final.
Turning base and clear to land Caravan 972, thank you. Alright, so I couldn't see it, but whatever. Let's put down our second thingy, and actually let's turn to base. And we have to make sure that it's actually a very short... Hold on. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here.
Sky 2 Delta X-ray, advise you have Santa Monica weather and bridge quest.
Alright, we are good. And I think we should actually turn already. Let me see. Not yet. Caravan 972, turn final.
Caravan 1972, thank you. That traffic no longer factor. He's on the rollout. Runway 27, clear to land, and wind 2303.
Clear to land, Caravan 972. And we're gonna be, okay, a little bit still. We turned a little bit too... No, we turned actually perfectly right. It's right there. Not perfectly right, we're a little bit early. Let's actually go down. We are a little bit crooked, but I think we're good. We are still at 1,200. We actually still red, so we are too far away.
2 Delta X-ray red, anyone? I guess you want to take that from darts?
No, we're gonna actually go out to the right, because I know where the general aviation is.
2 Delta X-ray, expect that.
Lindbergh Tower, Caravan 107 Tango X-ray, request taxi to commuter ramp just off B6.
Caravan 7 Tango X-ray, taxi to commuter ramp via Bravo, remain this frequency.
Via Bravo on this frequency, 7 Tango X-ray.
Alright.
Speedbird 566 to send a pass discretion, maintain 9,000. And give you needles, altimeter 2977.
We are still red. So actually we need to just maintain this, that's fine.
Baron 58 Echo Uniform, contact Las Vegas approach 125.9er.
I don't know why I put the 09 instead of the 27. That was kind of weird of me, but I'm gonna actually go for a full flap. And I'm just gonna go and bring it in, guys. Bring it in. Good thing about San Diego is that
Vegas clearance American 233 IFR Los Angeles.
it's a very simple one because it's only one.
American 233 Las Vegas clearance, clear to Los Angeles International Airport, Voyage 7 departure, Ricky transition that is filed. Climb via SID, squawk 3675.
Clear to Los Angeles Airport as filed, climb via SID, squawk 3675, American 233.
Okay, we are at
American
500.
233, read back correct.
Actually, I'm gonna have to trim it down like a great deal.
Yeah, Montgomery Clarence,
But I
delivery
don't have
afternoon,
to, like,
Skylines,
fight
or
it all the
Skyhawk
time.
733, uniform Charlie IFR request.
Put a little bit more power.
733 Uniform Charlie, Montgomery Clarence, go ahead.
733 uniform Charlie is a 172 slant golf, like to pick up tower en route to Torrance.
we're gonna basically park right here, I believe.
Sky 733 Uniform Charlie, clear to Torrance Airport on departure, flight heading 270, radar vectors Oceanside, vector 23, Seal Beach, direct. Maintain 3000, expect 6000 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 119.6, squawk 7144.
Clear to the Torrance Airport beyond departure, flight heading 270, radar vectors to the Oceanside, VOR, Victor 23, Seal Beach, direct, climb maintain 3000, expect 6000, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 119.6, squawk 7144.
Sky 733 Uniform Charlie, read back correct. Caravan 1072, taxi to parking via Charlie. Remain this frequency. Have a great rest of your day.
Caravan 1972, taxi via Charlie. And may I say, woohoo, Caravan 1972.
It's a fun flight. Sky 2 Delta X-ray after Elmu, fly heading 290 vector darts, contact SoCal approach 134.2.
Did I pass? I think I passed, right? 161, well, not the best, but it's okay. Landing lights off. Go back to about normal. And let's turn off our backup power. And I do believe we actually got
And
it.
Tower King R7 Charlie Papa Crew on hotel looking for the west front.
Sky 572 Delta X-ray SoCal approach Burbank altimeter 2988.
Now, actually, if you take a look at the it shows that way, so I'm still going there.
Tower King R7 Charlie Papa clear on hotel looking for the west ramp.
Here 7 Charlie Papa taxi to park at V Bravo. Remain this frequency. Good day.
Parking Bravo, your frequency. Good day, 7 Charlie Papa.
Okay, actually it does say that I have to go
And
all the
Montgomery
way
ground, Cessna
to
733
C2.
Uniform Charlie is over at Gibbs with whiskey, taxi takeoff on car departure.
Is it C2? I believe that's C2, right?
Sky 733 Uniform Charlie Montgomery ground, runway 28 right, taxi via Juliet Hotel Alpha.
So right via Juliet Hotel and Alpha for 3 Uniform Charlie.
Sky 2 Delta X-ray after Elmo, descend to maintain 4000.
Wait a minute, that's actually showing a little bit.
Number 978 Alpha Papa radar check.
You know what? I'm gonna go and
4. I didn't catch the call sign, but calling Ramona ground, you're 5x5.
Caravan 1972, the layout of this airport and the layout on my chart is a little bit different. I'm always stopping ahead of the second entry to the runway where I'm taxiing now, but my chart is actually showing a different layout. I'm just not sure why this Caravan 1972.
Caravan 1072, Limburg did have a recent, I guess, change or update to the ramp area. They, I think they added a taxiway to extend the ramp or something like that on the north side. I know it has changed a little bit. You're passing Charlie 3 on the right. You're coming up on Hotel to your left.
Yes. What I'm normally do is that there are 2 more entry to the runway on the right, and I always, when I do general region and parking starting, is basically on that parking place and facing that second entry. That's where I'm normally parking, and that's my understanding. That's my general aviation parking is Caravan 1972.
Caravan 1072, that is correct, but like I said, it did change recently. I think the main GA is across from Charlie 6 and Charlie 5, and then I believe they have like a terminal off of Foxtrot as well as Hotel.
Okay, thank you very much. By the way, did I pass CAT11? Caravan 1972?
172, yes, that's a pass with CAT11, and I just, the main thing is just the corridor, just be familiar with that, and the main trick with that is if you look at the sector of the Bravo airspace, you'll see two sets of altitudes. And for instance, the one just south of the 6,800 to 10,000, it starts at 1,800, then it goes up to 3,200, and then it's like class echo, basically class echo from 3201 to 6,799 feet.
Yes, I understand. The area what I originally entered is starting at 6,800, so I had no problem going in, but I couldn't see there was a small parallelogram area that I couldn't see, and then later when we talked, I found it like it was blown out to the side. There was a little rectangular explaining that that's actually 4,800, so it's safe. But the one right beside it is actually 1,800, and I was at 3,500. I didn't dare to go there.
Carrier 172, yep. And the rating specifically is that you remain or did you get clearance into Bravo or honor the restrictions, which you did. So I have no problem calling it a pass.
Thank you so much, Carrier 197.
You're welcome.
Okie dokie. So we basically finished.
On the ground, November 978 Alpha
Cutting
Papa
this off.
for clearance to Palm Springs.
Off. Lights off. And the battery off. And actually we're gonna go to PilotEdge off as well, so you can actually do a little replay mode. So guys, hallelujah, I did CAT11. There you go. Okay, so next is the VFAR chart with these corridors are marked. In more practice, I know you can train all this. Yeah, I definitely want to do that. Currently you are not shown as CAT11. Holy shit, I disconnected. Holy shit, that might be too quickly. Hold on. Go back there. Please tell me I'm not too quick. Rooster. Oh, I am. Okay, because I disconnected and I cannot disconnect after this dot. It is there. The 10 most recent completed rating, CAT11. I am there. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for staying with me. I am very, very, very happy. Yes, I am. Cool. Okay, so what am I gonna do here? Yeah, I want to do a replay of our landing from the outside. Okay, this is still a bit too far, so let's just make it quick. A bit further. So guys, you guys are looking at a CAT11 rated pilot. Yes! I mean, at least on PilotEdge. Yes, yes, yes. I'm so happy, man. You know, I wish I had some extra emotes, like, you know, some hype and whatnot, because right now I am happy. That was cool. I thought actually originally I was a little bit too high, but then I realized that, wait a minute, we have to pass all these buildings. Look at that. I'm very close to them, actually. That area looks a little bit weird, if you ask me. I'm not sure that the ortho is correct over there. That looks a little bit weird to me. Also this road here, so apparently they kind of like made sure that the airport is flat, so they kind of put this whole area down to a flat area, and that's actually not really realistic. But at least you don't have like a very crooked airport like in some places. Cool. All right. Well, it was a simple one, but it was good to. I mean, you see, the thing is that what she was explaining to me, I knew it, But do you see, Swear, what I'm talking about? Like that area, like I saw that there was like an. Oh, fuck me, that sound. That area that was shown like by, beside, that was like 18, okay? And I was like, I could technically go down there, but I don't wanna. And then the next one, I couldn't see it, so it could have been 0. So I didn't dare to go in there. And then when she was telling me, oh, you can still go, then I realized that it was actually like there is like some dotted lines, and then basically I had blown out a little extra rectangular saying, I think it was a. Sorry guys, rip your ears, I know. So let's do one more, which is gonna be my favorite view here. Oh no, hold on. Go. There you go. This is my favorite view. I think it's so cool. You're standing basically at the end of the runway, and it flies by. It's still far away, but the reason is because we are actually not really above the runway yet. It's still like they're just preparing to get onto the runway, as you can see, and we are getting down nicely. I'm even getting nicely to the middle. Kind of proud of that. Probably it's not going to be exactly in the middle at the end, because look at that. At the end, I'm still veering to the left. I don't know why it happens. Touchdown. Alright guys, rip to your ear again. I'm sorry. I know you hate me, but what can I do? No! Okay. So that we are just winding down nicely. Actually, let's open the door so people actually get the hell out of here. Thank you so much. Here we go. Nice. What do you guys think? Okie dokie. So, what should we do now? It's 2:25 a.m. to be honest. And I must tell you, I've been pretty tired to start with. So if you don't mind guys, I actually think I'm gonna call it a night. Thank you very much for the follow, Paddy. That actually, I believe, puts me back to positive, which means that not positive, but at least originally put me that I had like a -1 following last night. I don't know why. Now this time, luckily, I think I'm back, and I think I'm gonna call it a night, guys. Let me see what we should, who we should call, and I'm gonna. Normally, I'm staying a little bit longer, but tonight, I think I want to get in bed slightly earlier. So we have 16,978 followers, guys. We need 2 more, and we're gonna get to 500. So if any of you guys here hasn't followed me yet, please hit that follow button, especially if there are 2 of you, and let's hit that 500. How about that? But I think everybody here is already following, so a bit too late. By the way, Team Rodeo is the only one. I know he's lurking. I apologize for that. I apologize for calling out, but I'm actually gonna add him as a mod. So now we have a full team of mods basically sitting here and watching. So, because the other thing I could do right now is basically I would probably like do a 757 flight. The only problem is that would probably take me. It's 2:27 now, but that would take me probably about 4 or 5 o'clock or something in the morning, I believe. Would you guys like to see a 757 flight? If you would, then just celebrate this CAT11, what we just got, which I'm very proud to announce to anybody who just came in, maybe. I would do it. Do you guys want to see a 757 flight? 757, yeah. You tell me, and if you are, we're gonna do that. Nobody's looking. Okay, it's up to you. I knew that you would say that because go to bed if you're tired, mate. Okay. Let's see, one more person. So okay. So, stay here if you want to fly, but yes, if you're tired, you shouldn't. No. It's like, you know, I'm all right. It's just if I do a 757, where should we fly? Okay, let me just show you what I have. And you know what? Let's see if you can do something short. Let me show you guys what I've got. Okay, hold on, this one. This is what I've got. This whole area, I have it already auto. So I'm thinking about maybe if we do maybe like a short flight, like I don't know, like Albuquerque to Las Vegas. No, Albuquerque to Denver, maybe, or something like that. What about that? Like maybe a short flight. Oh, you guys want me to go? All right, all right. If you guys want me to go, sure. I'm just kind of, you know, part of me is like kind of wanna push it to see if we can get to 500. I know I'm a little bit like, I don't know how to call it, you know. But yeah, I'm kind of struggling with that. You know what, guys? All right, let's call it a night. I think let's call it a night. Let me actually see. I'm gonna go back to game capture for a second so that you know I'm not doing some crazy things here on spot. Let me actually see who we can actually go over, and hopefully you guys can help me and say mature raid over there. Give me a quick second. And yeah, I really would love to stay, to be honest, but I don't know. I'm really a little bit tired, and at the same time, you know, it's the biggest problem is that you know, recently I haven't been sleeping enough. Okay, guys, I have an idea. Please do it for me. Okay, please do it for me. Go and say hello to but make sure you follow me first. Okay, so guys, thank you so much for coming. I'm going to send you guys over to Chaos Dispenser. All right, so take care. Please say mature raid to him, and we're gonna end it here. Thank you, and bye-bye.